अब ये प्रोडक्ट ही बनने में ही 400 प्लस हो जाती है एज अ कॉस्टिंग.
करेक्ट.
हाउ डू यू, मतलब हमको ये नहीं एक्सप्लेन करना है समवेयर कि हम 15,000 का ये लाए, 8,000 का ये लाए. इन द कंटेंट गेम, राइट, हाउ डू वी समहाउ इंट्रोड्यूस दिस एज द मोस्ट सेफेस्ट सनस्क्रीन, राइट, आउट इन द वर्ल्ड. क्योंकि क्या होता है, जैसे सुक्रालोज है, INS 955 ऐसा करके आप प्रोटीन पाउडर में लिख दिया. वैसे ही हमारे सनस्क्रीन में किसी ने लिख दिया सनकेट DE, बट समबडी हैज टू अंडरस्टैंड कि सनकेट DE के पीछे क्या है, वो बेंजीन, ऑक्टोक्राइन, सारी चीजें हैं. तो शायद आपको नहीं छापना है वो बेंजीन, तो आपने वो लिख दिया, राइट. तो दिस आर ऑल द प्रैक्टिसेस दैट हैपन इन आवर इंडस्ट्री. हम वो नहीं करते हैं, हमारा हो जाता है महंगा. सो एट फर्स्ट कट व्हेन यू सी, अरे यार 900,000 रुपए का सनस्क्रीन कौन लेगा, एंड दैट टू 50 ml, राइट. तो यहाँ पे थोड़ी मुश्किल होती है. हाउ डू वी मार्केट आवरसेल्व्स?
If I'll ask and Arjun is probably the best person to answer this. So I just want to ask a question before we this thing is the issue that everyone is saying it and you are also saying it, so you get lost in the crowd, or is the issue that even if you say it and the consumer believes it, it is not valuable enough for the consumer to pay this much? What is the, or is it a combination of these two issues?
I think it's a combination of both of
Which is the bigger issue?
I think the education is the bigger issue इसमें.
So अगर convince हो जाए consumer तो खरीद लेगा.
हाँ, 72% repeat, right? Once you buy this, there is no way of going back.
On the sunscreen also, or even like
हाँ, मतलब most of my products, even sunscreens,
you don't go back.
Don't go. इसीलिए see what has happened, right? We were top selling SKU on Amazon, 4.6, 4.7 review as a count, right? And not 1 to 700 reviews almost. और हुआ यूं कि then other people came, 199, 299, 399, which occupied spot 1, 2, 3. तो आज ये चौथे नंबर पे आ गया.
Perceivable difference है उनमें कि वो 200 एलोवेरा का है, वो मम्मी को लग रहा है कि वो जबकि इसमें है वो सब इंग्रेडिएंट्स है, लेकिन परसीवेबल है क्या एवरेज कंज्यूमर के लिए?
सो व्हाट हैपेंस इन आवर इंडस्ट्री इज उल्टा लिटिल. सो इट इज लाइक, आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू विद अ वेरी सिंपल कॉन्टेक्स्ट. हाउ वुड यू फील इफ यू ईट अ फ्रेंच फ्राइज एंड गेट 17 grams ऑफ प्रोटीन? विन विन सिचुएशन है ना आपके लिए. वैसे हमारी इंडस्ट्री में ऐसा होता है कि आप जैसे कम प्राइस पॉइंट में जाते हो, फीलिंग अच्छी आना शुरू हो जाती है. सो टू एक्चुअली मेक अ गुड सनस्क्रीन नेचुरली ऑर्गेनिक फिल्टर के साथ, वो आपको उतनी फीलिंग नहीं दे पाता है और महंगा भी हो जाता है. तो हमारे केस में ऐसा, जैसे इसमें है सर, विटामिन ई आता है, ठीक है. 2 चीज़ के विटामिन ई आते हैं. एक होता है लैब क्रिएटेड, 910 रुपये, वाइट कलर का होता है. इफ़ यू लुक एट माई कोकोनट ऑयल, इट इज येलोइश टिंच. और मैं होता हूँ टोकोफेरॉल डालता हूँ, ठीक है, विच इज 6,400 रुपीज़ पर kg. तो वी वर ऑलवेज एट क्रॉस रोड, सर येलो कलर का कोकोनट ऑयल कौन लेगा, वो अडल्ट्रेटेड दिखेगा, ये दिखेगा. बट वी सेड कि नहीं यार, हमारा कंज्यूमर समझेगा और लेगा.
वही आजकल वही है, like lot of people, especially in rice for example, they're saying if the grains of rice are of different size, that means it's organic rice.
Correct.
और जो शशांक बोलता है कि पीनट बटर में अगर वो अलग
मतलब
वो ओरिजिनल है, as opposed to people thinking अलग. So I think there is an education that has started, but I would love to hear Arjun's point of view given his
correct. So Arjun वही था just कि 910 रुपए में मेरे को व्हाइट कलर का कोकोनट ऑयल मिल सकता था, और मेरे को 6,400 रुपए डाल के भी येलो कलर का कोकोनट ऑयल मिल रहा है, बिकॉज उसमें विटामिन ई जाना पड़ता है, बिकॉज अदरवाइज इट विल बी रेंसिड इन 3 months. तो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है इन सारी चीजों में.
No, but that's a very good thing because you have a let's say a base of coconut oil which everyone is accepted.
Correct.
That this is a coconut oil, and because everyone can get that coconut oil at a certain price, whatever the price is, eventually it's turned into a commodity and turned into a price war, right?
Correct.
There's some branding in coconut oil, but at the end of the day, it's a commodity.
Correct.
What you're getting is a highly differentiated product with a clear reason to believe.
Correct.
It's just a question of educating.
Correct.
Now the question is, what gives you the right to educate?
Yes.
So there are two things probably which can give you. There are many more, but let's take 2 things. One is you build a great brand where people trust what you say.
Correct.
Which maybe you're not there, let's say at a 20 crore ARR, because it takes time to build the brand. You need enough penetration. You need many people to use it.
Correct.
Or you get someone with very high credibility to say it. So that is that could be a very expensive route because it could be a setup.
Correct.
But if you're hustling enough and you're working through, you can through content get credibility. There are many ways that Shantanu is the expert. He can tell you more about. So people have to believe what you're saying and they have to understand why you're saying. And then, of course, you must have a backup to know that this is actually a great product.
Correct.
So I think what you're doing very right is that you're starting with a great superior product in a very crowded market.
Correct.
And in a crowded market, eventually the only way to win is to have a fantastic product.
Absolutely.
A superior product.
Absolutely.
Not just superior in name or in formulation,
exactly.
but superior as the consumer experiences the usage of the product and the delivery of the benefit.
Fair.
So you have to see how some of these benefits are delivered. So for example, can it protect you against sun? Yes, you can see that because you can see it at the tanning or not tanning and things like that. But is the sunscreen protecting me from blue light and Wi-Fi radiation? I don't know.
Correct.
How that happens, how it doesn't happen.
Correct.
So maybe it's a nice to have claim, but it's not a super critical claim.
Exactly.
But it's some of the differentiators that you have.
Correct.
And I'm taking the case from coconut oil and going to all your products.
Correct.
Because I think you have a similar business issue in every product that you have. How do you scale this thing up?
Correct.
Because you have so you got a great product, but you need to build trust.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think that's the key, right?
Yeah. I think on this now, the way you talk is a very comforting, knowledge-heavy approach to explaining your products.
Correct.
The unfortunate world of media before would be that people did not have the patience or the money to spend on a podcast and listen to it.
Correct.
However, today it has changed. So, do you have your own Instagram, YouTube following yourself? Personally?
No. I always felt that brand should always supersede then the founder.
No, but you are the brand, my friend. The reason you're here, and now this comes from personal point of view. You have seen Shashank do it now. Because if you were not a formulator, I would not tell you this.
Correct.
I have found my way to kind of speak about Bombay Shaving Company despite not being a blade expert myself.
Correct.
I found other ways to do it.
Correct.
But you are sitting on gold.
Yes.
The way you talk about formulations and chemicals and stability and ingredients and made safe, you can clearly see that you come with expertise. You have studied it and now you're doing it.
Correct.
So you with an iPhone, inside your factories, take any claim, Wi-Fi radiation. Why?
Correct.
Or this 15,000 rupee filter and SPF. Why? You just take a selfie video of yourself. You don't need production at all.
Correct.
Selfie video of you telling this and explaining why you make a particular product, why it costs so much, and hence why a consumer should pay 1,000 rupees is enough, because you are operating in a world where it's used for the child. And if they are convinced that this is good, people will pay the price. Unlike, for example, peanut butter and razors, where it may not be the case. People will be like, नहीं यार मेरे को चल जाएगा, 20 रुपए का रेजर चल जाएगा, it's okay, I want. It's okay, like the cost is not very high. Or for a peanut butter, ठीक है, मेरे को Saffola का मिल रहा है, I'm happy with it. I won't pay three times more.
Correct.
In your case, because the involvement is so high, and they are able to see this directly, I would strongly recommend you being the face of this.
Yes.
And then, of course, like Arjun said, at some scale, maybe if you get to 100 crores, I think if you do this content thing properly, nothing else. Take one claim, one product, one claim. उस पे 30 सेकंड का तुम कुछ जैसे हमको बता रहे हो ना, वैसे तुम कैमरा को बताओ. और ये थोड़ा सा non trivial है. Ashish will help you with this.
हाँ.
He might help you with like basic edits, but if it comes from your hand channel.
Yes.
And then you go to consumers' houses, na?
Correct.
Rajkot mein where you're in Pune, right?
I'm in Pune.
In Pune, you will have 25-30 mothers.
Yes.
Go to one person in that 72% who are repeating every month or every 2 months.
Correct.
Say कि मैम मेरे को एक वीडियो बनाना है आपके साथ, आप क्यों खरीदते हैं? उनके घर जाओ, उनके साथ वीडियो लो, put that up. फैक्ट्री में जाओ, फैक्ट्री के साथ लो, सपनीश के साथ. You will then start seeing that over a period of time. It might start small. These are one of those things that start small. One thing blows up, but it's very shareable.
Yes.
In mother communities, WhatsApp group, this is boss.
Yes.
Nobody buys. The reason quick commerce won't scale is unlikely that people are going to buy baby products on quick commerce.
Correct. इसलिए हम क्विक कॉमर्स में आए ही नहीं. 3 महीने पहले हमने बेसिक 5 प्रोडक्ट रजिस्टर करवाई है.
वो ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, अभी चाहिए उस वो like edge use cases है. Mostly people will come to D2C, will come to Amazon, they'll buy properly. तो तुमको मतलब the fact that you're 10% EBITDA at such a small, like a smallish scale is amazing. In fact, that was what Arjun and I were discussing, that you should not be at this EBITDA. You should take this money and invest it into telling a story.
Yes. And that is, I think, what we have done this time also. We have invested. So we saw a little bit of profit, but we also now invested. So maybe we will not be EBITDA 1% and not 10% this time. But we have invested everything into samplings and doing a lot of activities, producing content in a different style. So I think Shashank, as you mentioned, he is an idol for us. And what he does at Whole Truth is, I think, what we want to do in our industry.
He's very good. And he does a lot of counter bets. He does long form content in a world where short form should work.
Exactly.
He is operating in a place where genuinely product differentiation is very hard.
Absolutely.
Most of his consumers who say मेरे को bloating नहीं हो रहा है ये वो, a lot of it is because of the trust and the placebo effect of Shashank and not the product, frankly.
पर सर product भी बहुत अच्छी है.
अच्छा है ही, but उसमें क्या है? ability to differentiate जो तुम्हारे पास levers है वो प्रोटीन में इतना है नहीं. वो जितना कर सकता है वो कर लेता है.
I understand.
But tell that story beautifully. So the way he's built the Whole Truth is so fantastic.
Correct.
There's lots to learn from that. But again, it's a little brave because he does a lot of things that the average content person will not do.
Absolutely.
But you know, Shantanu's given you great advice. I think that is the way to do it, because not many people know your brand today.
Yes.
It's got a great name, Little Rituals, but people don't know the brand.
Correct.
You're in a situation where you can't hire expensive people.
Absolutely.
So you have the best free talent available, which is you.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the piece of advice that I'll give you, having worked with many of Shashank, Shantanu, and seen them, and being friends with them, is when you do this, please be you.
Yes.
Don't try and be a cheaper version of Shashank
Yeah.
or a cheaper version of Shantanu.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes. Yes.
Be you.
Yes.
Because that's what builds trust. You need to be
Fantastic.
authentic. You need to be you, and exactly like you talked to us. By the way, like when you're talking to us, how Shantanu felt. It was as if like a very knowledgeable doctor
Yes.
is explaining things to me. So,
Yes.
so you have that persona. So stick to that persona. Don't try and make something very funny or
Fair,
silly or don't go out of this. Exactly what you're doing.
Correct.
It's working really well. It's working for us. Now I'm not a mother with a 2-year-old child, but I can feel the passion. I can feel that you really put things into the formulation of the product. You've gone and studied it. You went to UK. You went to Switzerland. You can see it on the pack.
Correct.
So you need to bring this out
Yes.
and build trust slowly.
Correct.
Take your time.
Correct.
Trust is not something.
Of course.
It's not a silver bullet. So you can't build trust.
Absolutely.
with
Overnight.
one video or with 2 videos. Trust is built consistently over a long period of time,
Absolutely.
and you need to work at that.
And I 100% agree.
तो पहला वीडियो डालोगे 2 लाइक आएंगे,
हाँ
100 व्यू आएंगे, 2 लाइक आएंगे.
correct.
लगेगा क्या यार, मैंने 2 घंटे प्रैक्टिस किया, स्क्रिप्टिंग
हाँ,
किया,
fair.
10 बार टेक किया, मैं लग भी रहा था, फिर 2 बार मूड हो गया. All of that will happen.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But just remember that the 200th one
Correct.
is where things might suddenly, Shraddha Kapoor will like it.
Correct.
Suddenly Deepika Padukone will share it with her sister who's getting married. Like
Correct.
something will happen.
Correct.
And then, but if you like, you have to throw enough darts at the board.
हाँ नहीं.
But
no.
be you. He's right. He goes,
Yeah. Fantastic. I think this is, as you said, one thing to take. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing.
By the way,
yes.
I personally would feel 90% of founders who want to build content for their brands should not do it.
Yeah.
Correct.
This is not something that Arjun will say to like most people.
Correct.
With you, exceptionally,
Correct.
it is because I'll tell you one thing. You're also from a diction standpoint and visual standpoint. You create trust and are appealing on that front, especially to a 35-year-old mother.
Correct.
You are appealing.
Correct.
Use it.
Fair. No, fantastic advice.
And
Fantastic
quite
advice.
honestly, he's right. Most people, when they say I'm going to start a podcast, I say why? Or I want to go on Instagram, like why do you want to do it,
Yeah.
right? So it's very rare that I think both of us in 1 second see that there is
Nice.
there is potential, and we think there's a lot of potential.
Fair,
So
fair.
don't waste the potential.
हाँ नहीं fair.
Kiran and Gojiro again,
Yeah.
collective
हाँ,
investing.
yes.
Yeah.
Again, बढ़िया. आइसक्रीम की दुनिया से आता है वो.
Correct.
उसके पापा ने, चाचा ने, सबने
Correct,
आइसक्रीम
correct,
फैक्ट्री लगाई है.
correct.
अफसर आइसक्रीम बेचा है. उसको like you can see that he like
Yeah.
if you cut his veins,
Correct.
ice cream comes out, not blood.
Yeah, absolutely.